For those of you who fly a lot, you will know this feeling. The plane is still on ground. Yet, the gate agents announce, the boarding gate is now closed. And you are standing there, ticket in hand, but you can't get on. Why? Because the gate has closed. The other day, I almost missed my flight. I was returning to Lagos. I did check in online, but when I got to the airport, I was told they were done checking people in. There were other people in the same boat as me, and we all stood there, stranded. At first glance, it felt unfair because it was still about 30 minutes to departure. The plane hadn't moved. The seat I paid for is still empty. The engines of the plane are not even running yet. So why can't you just let me go through? Eventually, after some pleading and some calls, they cleared us for the flight. But during the flight, I kept thinking deeply about that scenario, and I came to a staggering conclusion. Access is not about whether the plane is still there. It is about whether the process is still open. And you see, in that moment, I realized life works the same way. Opportunities have gates, dreams have windows, destiny has timing. And just because the plane of opportunity is still visible doesn't mean you can still enter. Some people think as long as the opportunity still exists, you can always step in later. But by the time they finally show up, the gate has already closed. Not because they were not qualified, not because they didn't pay the price, but because they missed the timing of entry. Look, here is the wisdom. In life, it is very possible to be present and still be too late. You can see the opportunity. You can even be within proximity, but never step into it simply because you delayed. Think about it. On an average, airlines close boarding about 30 minutes before departure. They need time to check passengers in, to finalize the manifest, to balance the load, and to clear security. If they let us stroll in whenever we like, the entire system would collapse. You see, the game changer is when you realize that the flight itself is functioning in its purpose, and it will not allow your excesses to disrupt it. Life is like that too. Some gates close not to punish you, but to preserve order. Your rising in life is not exclusive to you. There is an algorithm that works with time. So don't just pray for opportunities. Train yourself for timing. Don't just buy the ticket. Respect the gate. Because sometimes the pain is not that the plane left you. The pain is that you were standing outside, watching, while the seat you paid for is flying without you. You can see it with your eyes and still lose it with your timing. Opportunity without urgency is wasted potential. I'll be honest with you, some doors close while the room is still open. The gate of destiny is where qualification meets timing. Miss it and your qualification becomes irrelevant. Life is ruthless, man. At the gates of destiny, hesitation and doubts and delay can turn all of your sweat and sacrifices into an exercise in futility. Don't miss your flight, I beg you. Please share this video.